Yellow Productions presents
Driving in the Snow in Lake Tahoe. I'm your host, Chris, and I'm joined by my co-host...
Ushi.
Did you say sushi?
No, Ushi.
Where's our usual co-host, Topher the Panda?
Topher's hibernating.
Oh, that's right, pandas hibernate in the winter. But Ushi, our winter animal, he loves the snow, don't you?
I love snow.
So the most important thing when driving in the snow in California and Nevada are snow chains. The Highway Patrol will actually enforce this when it starts to snow quite a bit. There will be signs on the highway that will inform you of the chain control restrictions and the associated speed limit, 25 or 30 miles per hour, and then at certain points the Highway Patrol will be out with their chain checkpoints where you have to stop. A person looks down, verifies you have the chains. If you do, they let you drive on. But if you don't, guess what? You ain't driving on this road anymore. When it snows a lot, the chains are really critical. Even this snowplow has chains on. These chains are specific size to fit a certain size of tire. So when you come up here, you can actually buy them while you're here and have them put on. Typically these cost somewhere in the neighborhood of $50 to $60, and then somewhere between $30 and $50 to have them put on. But it's well worth it because, again, you won't want to end up in that lake. There's a couple other provisions you're going to want when you're driving. You're going to want an ice scraper so that if your window gets ice on it, you can use the ice scraper to scrape the ice off the window. I didn't know what one of these was growing up in San Diego, but having lived on the East Coast, now I do. And then if you want to be really advanced, something I've never seen until I've come here are snow brooms. And you can use these on the top of your car or this way. It really is a lot faster using the broom than using your hands. So after driving in the snow, inevitably you're going to park, probably at a hotel, and then you're going to need to leave. So that's when you're going to take your ice broom, and for the big jobs, you can just take the broom, sweep the snow right off. You'll see some people driving around with snow on the top of their car. That's not a very good idea. You'll want to clear it off because if you keep the snow up here and you stop rapidly, the snow can actually come from the top of your car down onto your windshield, and then you won't be able to see a thing anymore. So spend a little extra effort. Clear the snow off the windshield and the roof. Often in parking lots, they'll have plowed the main area behind you, but not the area where your car is. So you can use your broom to kind of clear the area behind your wheels to give yourself a nice path to get out on the back. Once you've cleared off enough snow that you can actually get inside the car, you'll want to go in, turn on the engine, and turn on the defrost to help warm it up and take off some of the ice from these windows. So now that you've cleared off most of the snow, this is where the ice scraper comes in, because there's going to be some stubborn ice that's still stuck on the windows that you won't be able to get off with the broom. So you can use the scraper to just scrape that ice right off. And now, with your ice scraper, you have a clean window for driving. When you park your car in snow country, you'll want to take your windshield wipers and actually pick them up off of the windshield. This is so the windshield wipers don't freeze, and that way they actually work. If the wipers get frozen, you can imagine they don't wipe the snow or water very well anymore. Now that you know all the tools you need to bring with you and how to get out of a parking space, just a few safety tips on driving in the snow. Safety tip 1, don't drive too fast. The speed limit is 25 or 30 miles per hour for a reason. It's amazing how many people end up spinning out, and this stuff is way more slippery than you actually expect it to be. Safety tip number 2, accelerate slowly. If you accelerate too quickly, you'll find your wheels spinning out and you'll be stuck right where you are because you'll have lost all your traction. So easy go on the accelerator. Safety tip number 3, drive with your lights on all the time, even in the day. This white stuff blowing around makes it hard to see, and having the headlights on will make it easier for other cars to see you and not hit you. And one final tip, and this is more of a convenience tip rather than a safety tip. If you are driving out of Lake Tahoe with your snow chains on the Interstate 80, there will be people, once the chain control ends, that will offer to take off your snow chains for $15 from your car. That is $15 well spent because it is a wet, yucky job. Spend the $15, they'll do it in 2 minutes, and you'll be on your way. Well, there you go. Everything you need to know to drive and enjoy the snow safely in Lake Tahoe.